everybody, welcome back. And it's that time of the year. We're coming up at the end of November, and I wanted to do a little holiday video on my favorite treats, indulgences to have during the holidays, and I wanted to share that with you guys today. Now, I got here my all-time favorite thing to have during the holidays, in the morning for breakfast, and that would be Mexican sweetbread, which is right here. Hopefully you can see it. I'll show you guys some individual pieces, and it is called pan dulce in Spanish, and this is a favorite of mine. It always takes me to the holidays. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll eat it any time, but especially during the holidays is when I really love to eat this. So I'm going to go through kind of a little 101 on some Mexican pan dulce, and then I'll show you some of my favorite drinks to have with this. So first on the list is like a really popular one. This one is called a concha, which looks like a kind of like a shell, like a tortoise shell, and concha means like conch shell, and this is really good. It's got like a sugary coating on it, and it is really a soft bread, not something that I always go for because it's kind of soft, and I like to actually dip my my pan dulce in either coffee or some Mexican hot chocolate, which I'll show you. And this one doesn't really hold up that well in it, so it's a good one to eat like on the side and take a few drinks of your drink, but it's not it doesn't hold up to what I like to do. Next one is, this is the one that I like the best. This is called a cuerno, which literally translates to horn. It's kind of twisted and like a horn. It's really a dense bread. It has little bits of cinnamon in it. It's topped with sugar, and it's just really tasty. On a side note, for pan dulce, you really want to go early in the morning to the panaderia or the bakery to go get it, because that's when it's fresh. It's made fresh every day, and you want to get these as early as possible. Sometimes, you know, if you're really hardcore like me, you'll go at like 6 in the morning and get this stuff. So this is really a good bread for dipping. It holds up in your coffee or in your hot chocolate, and this is probably one of my favorites. The other one is, this is, you would call like an empanada, or like a little pastry stuffed with like a fruit filling. This particular one here is pumpkin, has a pumpkin filling in it, and has a little bit of an egg wash on top, and this is really tasty. It's like kind of reminds me of like a French pastry. It's kind of buttery, and the inside filling tastes like a pumpkin pie. So this one is one of my favorites. Next, I couldn't tell you what this one is called, but this one is kind of the same bread-like texture as the cuerno that I showed you earlier, the little horn-shaped one, except this one is shaped kind of like a square, I guess, with like a little jelly filling in the middle. I don't know what this one is, the official name for it, but this one's really tasty, and it holds up good for dipping, and it has a little surprise of some like strawberry or raspberry jam in there, so that one's really good. The other one is probably takes me back to my childhood. My grandma used to love eating these. These are called puercos, or little pigs, and they're basically a little dense bread that has like a gingerbread flavor to it. Oh, it smells amazing. If you like gingerbread, this is like a soft gingerbread cookie, but it doesn't have any frosting. It's kind of plain, but you really get the taste of gingerbread. And this was my grandma's favorites. So I always get these because it reminds me of when I was little, and it reminds me of my grandma, and they're really tasty. I like these ones. Lastly, this is like a giant cookie, or like a galleta is what you would call it, and it's pink. It's just like a hard, kind of a dense cookie, kind of like a, I don't want to say a graham cracker because it doesn't have like a honey flavor. It's just kind of like a big sugar cookie. But this one is really good, and this one holds up well, once again, for dipping, and I love this one. They come in different colors and flavor. No, actually not really flavors. They have some like topped with like sprinkles or chocolate chips sometime, but this one is really good. And Mexican sweetbread is something that is a total comfort food for me. I will, you know, anytime I go, I say, oh, I'm just going to get a few pieces. But when you go there, you get like a tray and some tongs and a huge case full of all kinds of bread that you can basically serve yourself. And, you know, I always end up coming out of there with a lot more than I intended to. So this was a little trip that I did today that, you know, came back with more than I should have. But trust me, it'll all be eaten. Now, I mentioned that I love dunking my pan dulce, my sweetbread, in different chocolates and coffees, and one of them, especially for the holidays that I make, because it's so very rich, is the Mexican hot chocolate. This particular brand is Ibarra Mexican chocolate, and this one, if you've ever had Mexican chocolate before, or if you've never had it before, I should say, it's really a rich, deep flavor. It really has a lot of cinnamon in it. It's very rich with a cinnamony flavor. So kind of like Dutch chocolate, you know, it kind of has our Swiss chocolate, but kind of a deeper flavor. And this is so good. I mean, you can make this with whole milk. You can put some creamer in it. But there is a method to making this, which I will... or if you want to know how to make this, I can you know, message me and I'll tell you. It's really easy. It comes actually in like hard little squares, actually like a chocolate, like a piece of Hershey's chocolate, and it's really hard little piece. I'll open one up here so you can see, but it's a hard piece of like candy, and if I can open this. But it basically comes like this in a hard form, and you basically break it up and you melt it in your hot milk. So you have to heat up milk and you put this in, and then there's actually a special tool. I don't have the tool. I'll have to borrow it from my mom. It's been in our family for like, you know, 50 years or something, but it's a wooden tool that you use to froth the milk, or you can just use a whisk. But that's how it comes, and you just break it up. Heat your milk up, froth it up. You can put as much chocolate if you like it really sweet, or you can just put a little bit in. But this is one of my favorites to have for breakfast or any time really. I don't have a specific time, but I'll eat it any time. But it's something that totally reminds me of the holidays. Back when I was growing up, there's a tradition in the Hispanic culture that's called the posadas, and that's basically something that you celebrate during the holidays leading up until Christmas, and you go to different people's houses and you do caroling, and you do like a procession with the baby Jesus going to like different houses, and they would serve usually this hot chocolate and the pan dulce, so that always reminds me of those times. So that's why it kind of holds a sentimental place in my heart as well. But the other thing that really I love to have during the holidays with my coffee are the Coffeemate creamers. And you can say I got a big one because we drink this almost every day. This one is the eggnog latte. Usually don't have coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but during the holidays I have coffee almost every morning for the cold. I love to have my coffee in the morning during the cold winter months, and usually that's when the holiday flavors come out. And this is the eggnog latte. This one's delicious. I actually love eggnog, and that's when I put the other one, of course, is the classic Peppermint Mocha. These actually I got these on a really good deal at Fresh and Easy. If you don't have a Fresh and Easy supermarket in your area, it's a company from the UK, and they sell like organic and ready-made meals, and they have a little bit of everything there. It's kind of a smaller grocery chain, but we got these there 2 for $6, and I had to take advantage of that deal. So I will definitely be having this in my coffee tomorrow morning. Love this. So that was a little bit of a insight into some of my holiday rituals. You can see I have my Christmas tree back here. One of them, I got 2 small Christmas trees, also at Fresh and Easy. They sell like 2 to 4 foot Christmas trees there, and I just wanted a couple of little ones to put throughout the apartment. So I'll go over another video on my Christmas decorating, as well as some thrift store shopping, which is actually where I got all these ornaments, because I'm a huge vintage thrift store person. So I will go and do a little video about the items that are on my Christmas tree, because it's all vintage. So I hope you guys like that. Please comment, subscribe, and like, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Take it easy. And you didn't know who was here with me the whole time I was shooting my video. She makes rare appearances because she's a scraggly pooch right now. But this is my little baby Lola. She's a Westie. She's all scraggly right now. She needs to get groomed, but she's always usually sitting at my feet or next to me when I'm shooting videos, so you'll be seeing a lot of her. And she's a little cute. She's about 3 years old, and she's got a brother Kenji, who you'll see in some other videos. There are 2 dogs, so say hi, Lola. Alright, thanks guys.